What's up guys? Alex Palmer back again to give you guys an easy mode tutorial. Today we're going to be going over how I do keyword audits and how we ascertain whether or not we need on-page work. In front of me here we got water damage restoration Miami. Now I went ahead and made sure we weren't preloaded by loading in the incog window, so these are the organic results as far as myself being a random person. ServPro, water restoration group, and then I also grabbed a random third guy so that we have a little bit of a comparison. We come on over here where I have my tools. First we'll look at ServPro, and this is the way that I do it, and this is the way I do it live with my clients. I'll show you on the fly. So the first thing that I would look at here, quick peek at the headings. Take a look, this guy's got 664, okay. This guy's stuff is sitting wild, he's all over the place, 13.6, 15, 17, wow. Well, this is a little bit crazy. Maybe I could help this guy too. And then finally, our guy who's sitting, I think he's buried somewhere in the middle of page 2. I forget exactly where I found this individual. They're sitting on 11 H2s, they have 0 H3s. And then they have a couple of H4s and 5s sprinkled in. Your home should be a safe place. This is a primary heading. Is this a main heading? So once again, open up handy old Pro, look at our headings. This is supposed to be among your most important information on the page. Well, and hey, I agree. Your home being a safe place is important, but it's not going to help us get clicks here. So first and foremost, we can see an obvious deviation from what's actually being rewarded by Google, although what's being rewarded by Google is in and of itself deviative. However, what I want to point out here first is headings are not for stylizing. In order, they convey importance to Google. And so our primary ideas or the overhead thoughts should of course generally be in our H2s, right? The vast majority of your H2s are going to be what they call optimized headings. That is to say we have the keywords in them. H3 is then of course in order the next most valuable one. These are supposed to provide deeper insights or secondary thoughts to back up the primary thoughts. And again, within these H3 headings, most of these are also going to be optimized headings. H4, 5, 6, as far as I know, and as far as all the data that I'm aware of goes, 4, 5, and 6 play little to no actual part in the algorithm. It's not really going to get us ranked to be talking about important stuff this far down the value totem pole at H5. And so the only logical conclusion that I can come to is this was done as a result of stylizing. And again, I just want to point it out. No judgment here. Headings are not for stylizing. Headings are for optimization. They are for Google's structured data. So okay, we've noticed that the heading count is a little bit askew, but let's push on because that's not the reason we're not ranking in and of itself, is it? So now I have these opened up in order. If we come on over to my second tool of the day, that one was SEO Pro. This one now is SEO Quake. These are both free Chrome extensions that you can go ahead and pick up right now for free. I want to mention by no means is this any type of affiliateship or sponsorship. These just happen to be tools that I actually use and I actually find them useful, and so I'm going to give them to you here today. What we use SEO Quake for is mostly to check our keyword counts and density. This is our first guy, the guy who's actually sitting in the #1 position. And if we look, the first thing that I notice is that our overall word count is way off. So here's the #1 guy, about 1250. #2 guy, 1020. And our guy is sitting at about 420. So overall, we can see that compared to what's actually being rewarded by Google, this guy is way under the count. But let's push on, there's probably more. If we look at the actual density, so here we are breaking them up into one-word clusters. We'll see damages, service, restoration, and water should be in here, there's water. About 1.5% tops among these terms. #2 guy, water, damage, restoration, 1.6 to about 2.25. We're repeating it somewhere around 17 to 23 times. Same thing with our #1 guy. And if we look at the guy that we're playing as for the day, overall, he's using the same amount of keywords, right? He's repeating them right around that 17 times mark. However, his density is up at 4%. This is massively deviative to what's actually being rewarded. So how is it that despite having a higher density, we're getting to the point faster? How is it that we're not doing better in terms of rank? Well, I think there's two factors. There is a factor we're not talking about within link equity, I have no idea what type of links these guys have pointing at them, what categories that they're built in, or what authority score that those links have. However, what I believe is happening here is, despite our higher density, we're actually when we look at the overall word count, I don't think that we're actually giving Google enough surrounding information as to who, what, when, where, and why should they even care. We need to increase the overall word count. We need to fix the densities and provide more reasonable context to the who, what, when, where, why surrounding our service. And then furthermore, there are, other than the link thing that I mentioned before, there are still other factors involved here. I'm just looking at one very small piece of the puzzle. We could be also looking at a lack of equity from the way that we have our internal linking set up, authority or otherwise topical authority based on not producing enough supporting content and properly linking them to our services. However, I can definitely say we can improve the optimization of this page by just providing it with some fresh content. If you ever want me to take a look at your content, run a competitor analysis for you, and let you know how we might be able to help you write something that will actually rank and you don't have to ask yourself questions anymore, you can feel free to book a free consultation with me. I'll leave the links below, or otherwise come see me over on optilineage.com. I'm on all the social medias, not hard to find. Thanks guys, I hope this helped. We'll see you soon.